Welcome to Manifest with Melanie, the show that helps you unlock your manifestation superpower. I'm your host, Melanie Mishler, equal parts woo-woo, neuroscience, and strategy. And each week, I share proven tools and raw talk to help you create the soul-aligned life and business you were meant for. Are you ready? Let's go. Hello, my beautiful friend. If you've been listening for a while, you might notice something different today. Yes, the podcast has a brand new name, Manifest with Melanie. And honestly, this shift has been on my heart for a while. I've been tossing it around, even honestly, since before I started the podcast, because the show has really always been about manifestation. It's been about stepping into your power and aligning with who you really are and creating a life that feels soul aligned, intentional, and fully yours. But I kept noticing that the old name, it kind of just missed the mark. It wasn't clear enough. So Manifest with Melanie isn't really a reinvention. It's just kind of a clarification, a name that finally matches. So if you are here and ready to stop settling, if you want to get clear on what you really want and start creating it, then you're exactly where you're meant to be. And I'm really glad you're here. But if this is the first time you're tuning in, then welcome. I want to quickly introduce myself. I'm Melanie Mishler, and I am a manifestation teacher and a trauma-informed somatic coach. And I've developed a method called Neuro-Somatic Manifesting. And it's not just theory. It's not just woo-woo. It works. It's given both me and my clients really powerful life-shifting results. And I always say I'm equal parts woo-woo, neuroscience, and strategy. And here's why that matters. You can do all the vision boards and say positive affirmations and meditate until you're blue in the face. But if you have limiting self-beliefs or nasty self-talk that's just kind of running like a broken record in the background, then nothing will change. Actually, things do change. They just kind of keep changing into the same thing over and over. And on the flip side, you can be taking lots and lots of action. You can be out there just hustling every day. But if you don't have a clear vision for what you want to create and why, then you just kind of end up like a hamster on a wheel. Or worse, you can check all the boxes of what society says is success and wake up one day and feel like there's something more. There's something missing still. So when we blend all three and we infuse them with a somatic experience, meaning you actually engage your body, your senses, and your emotions, then you unlock what I call your manifestation superpower. And it's something that we all have. But here's what usually happens. We get a desire, a dream, a vision, and then we fall headfirst into comparison mode. We scroll Instagram, we see someone else's success, and we start weaponizing it against ourselves. We'll say things like, well, they have more privilege or more time or no kids or they're younger or older or they have more money or more support. You can fill in the blank with whatever flavor of self-doubt is your personal go-to. I know we each have our own, but love, we've got to stop this bullshit comparison game because it's all smoke and mirrors anyway. If you know me, you know I'm a true crime junkie. And let me tell you, nearly every episode of Dateline starts with this. They had the picture perfect life. And then it ended in murder, right? So let's be real. What you think you know about other people, especially on social media, is often just a complete illusion. And that's why I want you to stop looking out there and start unlocking what's already inside of you, your own power, your own potential, your own inheritance. And I know inheritance might sound like a weird word in this context, but here's why I use that word. There's a line in A Course in Miracles, and this is a book that I've studied for over 30 years. And the passage says, everyone is free to refuse to accept his inheritance, but he's not free to establish what his inheritance is. And let me just explain what this means in relation to you and your life and your potential. It means that you can shut down your alignment. You can deny your power. You can reject it. You can ignore it. You can pretend it's not there. You can even convince yourself that you've lost it or that you have no power. But love, you cannot, no matter what, change the fact that your power is always there, waiting for you to tap back into it. And it doesn't matter how off course you get, how old you get, how lost you get, or how stuck you might feel, your power is always there. And that's what it's meant by your inheritance. And let me give you a visual, because I like to think of this like a house tapping into the main city water system. And this is such a great analogy because you can imagine it, you can see it. So at Cassidy Mishler here, we recently thought we had a water leak. So we came home to California after being in Belize for 3 months, and we had a note on our door from the water company saying we had unusually high water consumption for the past 3 months. Literally the entire time, no one was staying at the house. And let me tell you, I was sick to my stomach thinking, oh, the water's been running for 3 months. Like, what waste? But anyway, I digress. What we had to do is we had to go through our home and make sure that every faucet, every valve was closed. And then what we did is Andy went and he turned off the main valve that connects our home to the city water. And that city water, it's always flowing. So suddenly we had no water to the house, but it's only because we chose to turn off the valve. The second Andy turned that main valve on, the water came rushing back in because the source of the water never changed. We just shut ourselves off from it. And that's exactly the same thing that happens with your power. The source of your power, it's always there. You can forget it. You can shut it out. You can ignore it. But love, you always have that power ready and waiting for you to step into it. And you know when this is happening because you can feel it in your body. As a somatic practitioner, I'm always referencing back to the body because it's like our barometer. It lets us know things before our brain can even make sense of them. You might feel it as a vague sense that something's missing. It can show up like anxiety or depression or spinning in your thoughts or numbing out with over drinking, over scrolling, over committing, keeping yourself busy all the time. And for the women I work with, most of them are over 40. So it often shows up like this deep ache or this pull towards something more, even when everything on the outside looks fine, right? Very often my clients, they have the success in life. They have the family and the house and the education and the career, and they checked all the boxes they thought they should check. But while things might look good on the outside, there's this deep ache inside them that's calling them towards something more. It's almost like a gravitational pull or a calling to step into their power. And people in your life, they might say it's a midlife crisis or it's depression. Your doctor will likely give you a pill to try and fix it. But I believe this is your power and your purpose calling you forth. And when we enter into this magical phase of life, especially when you start entering perimenopause, yes, your hormones are going wild, but it's also a season of immense power, immense potential and wisdom. And let me tell you, a woman in her power is an unearthly force. And love, we all have it. I didn't accidentally skip you. You didn't get less of it. We all have the same potential. So it's time that we claim our fucking inheritance, the power you were born with. I want you to just think for a moment of your greatest mentor or teacher or idol. Just bring them into your mind's eye. And now hear me when I say this. There is absolutely nothing in them that isn't also in you. And this isn't woo-woo or spiritual fluff. This is physics. We're literally all made of the same energetic material. So if you've been feeling that nudge, if your soul's been tapping you on the shoulder saying, hey, it's time, then guess what? It is time. It's time to stop doubting. It's time to stop shrinking. It's time to stop waiting for permission and time to step into your power. Time to do what you came here to do, because time's just going to keep passing by and years are going to keep passing by. And we don't want to wake up at the end of our life and realize we didn't do the work that we were called to do. So if you have an urge inside you, if you have a calling inside you, I really believe that you have everything you need inside to create that. We just have to get out of our own way and we have to examine our belief system, because everything starts with a belief. If we believe something's going to be hard, or if we believe we can't do something, then guess what? We make that a reality. So it's all about shifting our belief system. And I can show you how to do that very, very gently so that things align very quickly for you. All right, love. I know this was kind of a short intro episode, but if it hit home for you, or if you know someone who needs to hear this, then please like, subscribe, and share it with a friend. And I also want to personally invite you to my free 3-day masterclass. It's Aligned Identity Shift. And this is happening on May 4th and 5th. I'm going to be teaching. And then May 6th is a bonus day. So that is questions and answers and live coaching with me. And I'm going to be going deep into helping you shift into that full potential self to magnetically attract anything you desire. And I literally mean anything. It's going to be powerful, so grab a friend and get your seat. It's a completely free course, but it will become a paid course after this round. So don't miss this opportunity to experience it for free and kind of help shape the course as it's getting developed. Okay, love, thank you for being here. And until next week, keep manifesting an epic life.